Maria Sakkari was born on July 25, 1995, in Athens, Greece, into a family with deep roots in sports. Her father, Konstantinos Sakkaris, was a professional tennis player, and her mother, Angeliki, was a former top-level volleyball player. With such a sporting heritage, it was no surprise that Maria developed a love for athletics at a young age. Tennis, in particular, seemed to be her natural calling. Sakkari began playing tennis when she was just 6 years old. Her early training was focused on developing the technical skills and discipline needed for the sport, with guidance from her father, who provided her with invaluable insights into the game. Growing up in Athens, Maria trained at the local tennis clubs, and her talent quickly became evident. By the age of 15, she had already made a name for herself in the junior ranks, consistently achieving strong results in Greek and international tournaments. As a junior, Sakkari showed immense promise. She climbed the rankings rapidly, winning several junior titles and earning a reputation as one of the brightest young stars in women's tennis. Her combination of athleticism, aggressive baseline play, and mental toughness set her apart from her peers, and it was clear that she was destined for a successful professional career. Turning professional and early career struggles. Maria Sakkari turned professional in 2011 at the age of 16. Her entry into the professional circuit was marked by hard work, determination, and patience. However, like many young players, she faced her fair share of challenges in the early years. Transitioning from the junior circuit to the senior level proved difficult, and Sakkari spent several years playing on the ITF circuit, where she gained valuable experience but struggled to break into the upper echelons of women's tennis. In 2015, she broke through the ITF ranks and began to compete more regularly in WTA events. While it was clear that she had the potential to rise up the rankings, Sakkari's early career was marred by inconsistency. She found it difficult to make deep runs in WTA tournaments, and despite a few notable victories, she was often relegated to early round exits. This period of her career was a time of growth, as Sakkari worked to improve her game, develop mental resilience, and become more accustomed to the demands of the WTA Tour. During these early years, Sakkari also faced the challenge of balancing her professional career with her educational pursuits. She was often forced to make sacrifices, as her commitment to tennis required traveling extensively for tournaments. Still, her passion for the sport and her determination to succeed kept her focused, and in 2016, Sakkari's hard work began to pay off when she started making more consistent appearances in the later rounds of WTA events. Career peak, breakthrough into the top 10. Maria Sakkari's career truly began to gain momentum in 2017, when she made her first significant breakthrough. In that year, she made it to the quarterfinals of the Australian Open, her first major Grand Slam quarterfinal appearance. This was a sign that she was capable of performing at the highest level, and it pushed her ranking up significantly. In 2018, Sakkari continued to build on her success, securing more consistent results on the WTA Tour. She reached the semi-finals at the Rogers Cup, a prestigious WTA event in Toronto, and took part in the year-end WTA finals for the first time. Her aggressive playing style, which combined powerful ground strokes with quick movement around the court, was beginning to pay off. Sakkari's relentless work ethic and competitive spirit stood out, and she was seen as one of the future stars of women's tennis. Her breakthrough moment came in 2019 when she reached the fourth round of Wimbledon, followed by her maiden Grand Slam quarterfinal appearance at the US Open. This remarkable run at the US Open saw Sakkari defeat top-ranked players and put herself in the spotlight as a serious contender on the world stage. Her rise to the top 20 of the WTA rankings cemented her place among the elite players, and by the end of the 2019 season, she had achieved her career highest ranking of number 20. The year 2020 was another significant year in Sakkari's career. She reached the semi-finals of the French Open, her best Grand Slam result to date, and climbed to World No. 18. During this time, her athleticism, speed, and powerful serve began to draw more attention from the tennis community. Sakkari was becoming a formidable opponent on every surface, and it was evident that her potential was far from realized. Main achievements: US Open Quarterfinals, 2019. One of Maria Sakkari's most significant achievements came in 2019, when she reached the quarterfinals of the US Open, Her run to the last 8 of one of tennis's most prestigious Grand Slam tournaments established her as one of the most promising players on the WTA Tour. She defeated top players and displayed her potential as a future contender at major tournaments. French Open Semi-Finals 2020. Sakkari's run to the semi-finals of the 2020 French Open was another monumental achievement. She defeated several high-profile opponents, including Kiki Bertens, and made it to the semi-finals, a career high at the time. This performance solidified her place as a top-tier player on the WTA circuit. Top 10 ranking, 2021. In 2021, Sakkari reached the top 10 of the WTA rankings for the first time in her career, a long-awaited achievement that confirmed her status as one of the best players in the world. She became the first Greek woman to break into the top 10 of the WTA rankings, which was a historic moment for Greek tennis. WTA 1000 Final, 2021. Sakkari's consistency in reaching the latter stages of major tournaments was exemplified by her run to the final of the 2021 WTA 1000 tournament in Guadalajara, Mexico. Although she did not win the title, her performance in a high-profile event was yet another indication of her growing stature in the women's game. Olympic Games, 2020. Representing Greece at the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, Sakkari reached the third round in singles, showcasing her ability to compete on the world stage. Although she did not win a medal, her participation in the Olympics was a career highlight, symbolizing her status as one of Greece's premier athletes. Challenges and injuries. As with many top athletes, Maria Sakkari's career has been marked by injuries and setbacks. Despite her undeniable talent, she has struggled with physical issues at various points in her career, which have sometimes affected her performance. However, Sakkari's mental fortitude and resilience have allowed her to overcome these challenges and remain at the top of the women's game. In addition to physical challenges, Sakkari has also faced the mental pressures of being one of the most promising players on tour. The weight of expectations, particularly from her home country of Greece, has sometimes placed additional pressure on her. Nevertheless, her ability to handle the mental aspects of the game has been a key part of her success, and she has shown a remarkable ability to bounce back from difficult moments. Recent years and future outlook. As of 2021, Maria Sakkari remains one of the most exciting players on the WTA Tour. Her strong performances at major events have continued to earn her recognition, and her recent entry into the top 10 of the WTA rankings solidified her position as a top contender for future Grand Slam titles. Her playing style is marked by powerful ground strokes, athleticism, and a relentless competitive spirit, making her one of the most formidable players on tour. Looking ahead, Sakkari's goal is to continue breaking new barriers in her career. She has the potential to win Grand Slam titles and remain a fixture in the top 10 of the WTA rankings for years to come. As she matures as a player, her consistency and mental toughness are likely to play a pivotal role in her success.